with the territory, you know, like we kind of know what we signed up for a little bit, you know. But
maybe don't let them tell you what to do with your lives.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
It is safe to say the internet broke when we found Tom and Zendaya kissing photos floating around. However, what we didn't know was that it broke the hearts of our young lovers as well. Tom and Zendaya finally speak up on how they felt when they woke up one morning to find their faces plastered on all the gossip sites. Did you know Tom actually got mad at the press when they pestered him with questions? Like the video and subscribe to the channel to get all the details on the two. When Tom and Zendaya began their journey together on the set of Spider-Man: Homecoming, the two were the most naive babies in the entirety of Hollywood. They used to share everything with the press and had a great relationship with the media. Little did they know that this same media was about to leak their private photos and videos in a couple years as well. Yes, you heard that right. There's a video circulating on the internet of the couple too. Stay tuned till the end to see what it looks like. When the two started, they used to love sharing everything about each other, whether in interviews or on their Instagram accounts. Right at the beginning, Tom gave us an idea of their fun relationship by posting a photo on his Instagram where he can be seen having fun in a pool with Zendaya and another friend. He captioned this photo, "Summer Sundays." One would think that fans in the media would go slow on the two considering how open they are about their relationship. But nope, that's not what happened. We always knew Tom had trouble dealing with fame. This one time, he admitted in an interview to British GQ, saying, "Talking to Zendaya helped me a lot, actually," said Holland 24. "I used to come across sometimes as a bit of a jerk to fans, mainly as I always was so surprised that they'd want a picture with me or my signature or whatever. I'd have the typical Londoner reaction, one of instant suspicion. Why are you talking to me?" Zendaya spotted this and quickly told me that this sort of reaction was going to be more aggro than just smiling and taking the picture. "She totally changed the way I am, and I'm able to be more comfortable in public." Do you know what the funny part is? Tom even talked about how nerve-wracking it can be to have a relationship when the whole world is watching. It's like he knew earlier that those things were about to unfold in the way they did. While in the same interview, he said, "It's very nerve-wracking. It means that if you are dating someone, you have to be really conscious of their feelings because if something does happen between the two of you, it's not just happening between the two of you, it's happening in front of the entire world. And it can be very complicated. It's one of the things I worry about most of all the things in my career." Turns out, what Tom was worried might happen eventually did end up happening as the paparazzi aired their pictures. We remember the day the photos were leaked. To be honest, anyone who isn't living under a rock would remember that day as well, considering the commotion and chaos that there was on the internet. Fans reacted in so many different ways, and we couldn't wrap our heads around the reactions. One of the fans took a nostalgic turn and shared a clip from The Office to indicate the chaos that took place when the photos were released. It was so funny, we couldn't stop laughing. Here, look for yourself. Another fan also shared a meme to reference the reaction the media got from the fans upon the leaked photos. We're sort of ashamed to admit this, but it's true. We were freaking out exactly like that, but it's only because we love the two so much. Some fans just couldn't believe how lucky the two were that they were kissing each other. I mean, Tom is a complete cutie and Zendaya is no less than a queen. It's safe to say that both of them lucked out. One fan said what we all had been thinking. When the photos were released, some of us were in bed, and this tweet accurately represents us shipping the two together and showing our support. Another fan considered the unity between the two to be a holy one, and they had a funny way of showing it. Are you curious? Take a look for yourself at what they posted on Twitter. I mean, that did leave us giggling like schoolgirls. There's just one more that is so funny, we can't keep it from you. This one user on Twitter showed us how much of an honor it is to kiss Zendaya. They did this by showing Tom's expression right after the kiss took place. While the internet was collectively freaking out over these photos and videos, Tom and Zendaya were not happy at all. Instead, the two were quite sad and pissed off about the whole thing. When interviewed over the leaked paparazzi photos, the couple shared their discomfort. Tom said, "One of the downsides of our fame is that privacy isn't really in our control anymore, and a moment that you think is between two people that love each other very much is now a moment that is shared with the entire world." Hold up right there! That has to be a love confession for Zendaya, right? Zendaya, too, shared her feelings and said that the entire ordeal felt quite strange and weird and confusing and invasive. Actually, we couldn't only imagine. It felt like Tom was especially mad about the position that the paparazzi put him and Zendaya in. When they kept asking him questions, he further said, "I've always been adamant about keeping my private life private because I share so much of my life with the world anyway." He continued, "We sort of felt robbed of our privacy." The media was ruthless with the two and kept asking him to speak on Zendaya's behalf. To set the record straight by saying that he won't talk about it in Zendaya's absence, he said, "It's not a conversation that I can have without her. You know, I respect her way too much to say, this isn't my story, it's our story, and we'll talk about what it is when we're ready to talk about it together." Zendaya, who happens to be quiet in all such private matters of her life, was also forced to speak up since the situation had gotten so out of hand. She said, "The equal sentiment we both share is just that when you really love and care about somebody, some moments or things you wish were your own. I think loving someone is a sacred thing and a special thing, and something that you want to deal with and go through and experience and enjoy amongst the two people that love each other." I mean, honestly speaking, all jokes aside, we do understand how this one act of invasion of privacy must have felt for them. Imagine waking up one morning and seeing people peeking their noses into your private matters. I sure would be angry at that. Tom was so done with the whole relationship aspect in interviews and the constant questioning that you can clearly see his disappointment. Take a look at this clip, for instance.
Comes with the territory, you know, like we kind of know what we signed up for a little bit, you know. But
maybe don't let them tell you what to do with your lives.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, while Zendaya did say that she's okay with the rumors since they come with the territory, it looked like Tom was really annoyed the whole time and just wanted to get done with the stupid questions. Really, like, there's a video of him smooching his girlfriend on the internet. Obviously, he'd be annoyed. And that's it for today, folks. Stay tuned to our channel to get more details on the couple. We promise to keep you updated. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for much more Hollywood drama. Goodbye for now.